Greetings, history enthusiasts. Today we're diving deep into the life of a man who needs no introduction, Alexander the Great. In the year 356 BC, a legend was born. Alexander, a boy destined for greatness, emerged from the heart of Macedon, the kingdom of his father, Philip II. Philip, a brilliant king and military strategist, had a profound influence on young Alexander. He unified most of the Greek city-states, setting the stage for his son's future exploits. But it wasn't all warfare and politics for Alexander. Under the tutelage of the renowned philosopher Aristotle, he immersed himself in the world of philosophy, science, medicine, and the arts, until the age of 16. This holistic education, combined with rigorous military training, prepared him for the challenges that lay ahead. So, at the tender age of 20, Alexander ascended to the throne, ready to face the world. Alexander's reign began with a bang. He was not one to rest on his laurels. A mere lad of 20, Alexander ascended to the Macedonian throne following the assassination of his father, Philip II. But don't let his tender years fool you. This young king was no pushover. With the agility of a panther and the cunning of a fox, he quickly silenced internal rebellions, consolidating Greece under Macedonian rule in a swift and decisive manner. But why stop at Greece? Alexander had a vision that extended well beyond the boundaries of his homeland. In 334 BC, he embarked on a series of military campaigns that would span a decade, and in the process, expand the Macedonian Empire to the corners of Egypt and northwest India. One of his first significant confrontations was the Battle of Issus against Persian King Darius III. Alexander, despite being outnumbered, outsmarted his adversary, securing a victory that echoed throughout the ancient world. Yet the young conqueror was not done. His campaign against Persia was punctuated by numerous strategic wins, the most notable being the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BC. The Battle of Gaugamela was no ordinary skirmish. It was a masterclass in military strategy. Outnumbered again, Alexander showcased his tactical acumen, outmaneuvering Darius and his forces, ultimately overthrowing the Achaemenid Empire. This victory not only marked the fall of the Persian Empire but also significantly expanded the territory under Alexander's rule. These military exploits weren't just about territorial expansion. Each victory, each conquest was a testament to Alexander's strategic brilliance and unyielding determination. He pushed the boundaries of what was achievable, always striving for more, always reaching for the stars. With tactical prowess and unyielding determination, Alexander had the world at his feet. And yet, for this ambitious young king, having the world at his feet was just the beginning. The stage was set for his next act, a performance that would forever change the course of history. But Alexander wasn't just a conqueror, he was a cultural visionary. As he swept across continents, he did not merely subjugate but sought to blend and harmonize. Alexander had a penchant for adopting elements of the cultures he encountered, particularly Persian, integrating them seamlessly into his Greek roots, a cultural fusionist, if you will. This was not a mere fascination, it was a strategy, a conscious effort to unite his vast empire, to foster acceptance and cohesion. He promoted the fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures, encouraging intermarriage and adopting local customs and dress. His vision of cultural fusion extended to the cities he founded. Over 20 cities bore his name, the crown jewel being Alexandria in Egypt. This city was not just a testament to his conquests, but a living, breathing tapestry of Greek and Eastern influences, a testament to his vision of a world united, not just by conquest, but by culture. In his wake, Alexander left not just a trail of conquests but a rich tapestry of cultural fusion. Even the greatest of journeys must come to an end, and so it was for Alexander. Having spread his dominion across vast territories, Alexander turned his sights to the exotic lands of India. His relentless march eastward led to the challenging Battle of the Hydaspes River in 326 BC. The confrontation was daunting, but Alexander, as was his way, emerged victorious. However, this victory was tainted with an unfamiliar taste, a bitter aftertaste of dissent and unrest. His troops, once undyingly loyal, were now weary, homesick, and unwilling to march further into the unknown. They had followed him to the ends of the known world, but they drew the line at the dense forests and vast rivers of India. Their refusal to advance further was a blow to the indomitable spirit of Alexander, a sign that his journey was nearing its end. After a decade of ceaseless conquests, Alexander found himself on the banks of the Euphrates in Babylon, a city that had once been a jewel of the world. But in the summer of 323 BC, the mighty conqueror was felled not by a sword or spear, but by a mysterious illness. At the tender age of 32, Alexander the Great, the man who had conquered the world, was no more. His untimely demise plunged his vast empire into chaos. For the man who had always led from the front had left no instructions for the world he left behind. He had named no successor, leaving a power vacuum that led to the fragmentation of his empire. His generals, once comrades, turned against each other in a bitter struggle for power, each wanting a piece of the empire they had helped to build. The world that Alexander had painstakingly stitched together came apart at the seams. His empire, which had stretched from Greece to Egypt and all the way to northwest India, fragmented into smaller kingdoms, each vying for power and influence. And so Alexander's sun set as abruptly as it had risen, leaving behind a world forever changed. His story, a tale of ambition, conquest, and untimely demise, remains one of the most captivating chapters in the annals of history. And while his empire crumbled, his legacy endures, a testament to the indomitable spirit of one of history's greatest conquerors. Alexander the Great, a name etched in the annals of history. His legacy is as grand as his empire once was, a complex tapestry woven with threads of admiration and criticism. Admiration for a military strategist whose brilliance on the battlefield was second to none. His tactical acumen, honed on the anvil of relentless campaigns, shaped an empire that stretched from Greece to Egypt and as far as northwest India. Yet, the shadow of criticism looms large over his conquests. The human cost? A price paid in the currency of lost lives and devastated societies. A bitter pill to swallow, reminding us that the path to glory is often paved with sacrifice and suffering. Alexander's influence, however, extended beyond the battlefield. His policy of cultural fusion left an indelible mark on the Mediterranean and the Middle East, shaping their history and culture for centuries to come. A leader, a visionary, a conqueror, Alexander the Great was all this and so much more. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and check out our other videos. Until next time, keep exploring.